Alright, so picture this. The year is 2009. You just got out of 4th grade class and your dad picked you up from school to go grocery shopping at Target on this enjoyable October Tuesday mid-afternoon. Inside the store, you hit your dad with the classic,
"I'll be in the video game area playing video games on the video game demo station in the electronic department, father."
And you flutter on over there. Right as you pick up the controller, there you see it. And no, I'm not talking about Batman Arkham Asylum, not Infamous or Uncharted 2 or Modern Warfare 2 or Assassin's Creed 2 or Borderlands or Killzone or Resident Evil 5. What are you, a child? No, you see, this is a real video game. Go back to your playpen, kid. This is Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Isn't that a sight to behold? And just like Andy from Toy Story, you're not playing with Crack in Time anymore, you've dropped that. You're mature. You're playing Bakugan Battle Brawlers on the PlayStation 3. You yank off the plastic like a rabid demon, you slap that bitch in. And what does the game tell you?
You can steer your Bakugan by holding the R2 button and tilting the wireless controller.
I guess back to Crack in Time then.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Or was that all just me? Nobody else relates? So, only here we are 14 years later. In order to free myself from the voices repeating one thing over and over,
That's our skill talking. That's our skill talking. That's our skill talking.
the only option I had left was to platinum the game, which means actually playing it for the first time past a tutorial in nearly a decade and a half. Bakugan Battle Brawlers has 57 trophies, minus 1 for Platinum. A majority of these trophies revolve around just playing the game to completion in the story mode, some others revolve around the battle mechanics, others relate to throwing mechanics and arena mechanics. There's a few attribute-dependent trophies, and a few related to getting 100% fully collected deck and spending enough money on Bakugan in the game that it would bring the show back on air for another season. And finally, 2 trophies for the only other mode besides story, which is essentially just watered down free play from LEGO Star Wars. So loading up the game for the first time, they play literally a rip of the anime intro from the show, and I have nothing to add to this, this is just the anime intro. And then you create a character where the only choice is to make a boy, because only boys play Bakugan. And this game is also published by Activision. Need I say more? This was the first sign, why didn't we catch it all sooner? And then they try to introduce the story, but nobody gives a fuck about this story. I'm here for the fucking balls. Wait. So first thing first, Dan Bakugan from the Bakugan Battle Brawlers, known for his appearance in the hit TV show Bakugan Battle Brawlers on TV, he shows us how to stand up to bullies for real.
Dan from the Bakugan Brawlers, you're all over the net!
You ever had bullies in school and just challenge them to a battle brawl and they definitely will not stuff you into a locker and take your lunch money? Trust me, bro.
You're gonna get pounded, kid!
And yo, holy shit, we won the game. And I mean, of course we won the game. That's our first trophy already down. It's called Rookie. And the next trophy comes up right after when we team up with a Bakugan that just spawned in. His name is... Bro's name is Leonidas. Bro thinks he's gonna be the leader of a 300-man army to defend Sparta from the Persians or some shit. And not just be a plastic toy that beats on teenagers in a park. So just so you know, I'm not going to explain the battle mechanics. I'm not. I swear, I'm not going to explain them. I promise you, I'm not going to explain the mechanics. I won't go into long-winded detail about them. Nope. Nuh-uh. You've got 55 trophies to cover. We've got a deadline to hit. So anyway, I beat up this kid in the park.
That's my skills talking!
So we use the cash we stole from this kid that our Spartan soldiers smacked around, and we buy something from the store. Anything at all. And that gives us the customer trophy, the second trophy. So Bakugan tournaments is where we cash in on the big bucks through the story. Trust me, a lot of the tournaments will be grinded to the bone. So the first one is a walk in the park, and it's not just the one where I beat up the kid in the park, it's a metaphorical park. So it's one-on-one versus the guy we already fought, Bruno and Marucho from the TV show. And the arena has no attribute advantages yet either. So winning our first round of fat stacks nets us our third trophy, Wealthy. This is collecting 10k Baku dollars to spend on the Baku Mart at the Baku Town, as well as our fourth trophy, Beginner. This is for winning that specific tournament that we just won.
That's my skills talking!
So Dan and some other kids teach us about tag team battles in the park. This has almost identical rules to the 1v1, but lasts twice as long because 1v1s are only full of some repetitive animations and the 2v2s are full of a bunch of repetitive animations. And your AI partner is booty cheeks and sometimes will throw the entirety of a match in a matter of minutes.
Bakugan, stand!
Stand.
Bro, who put Bro on my team? Oh my god.
Bakugan, stand!
Stand.
He's just threw the whole game away.
Bakugan, stand!
Stand.
Dan just threw the whole fucking match,
to
bro.
admit it.
So before I jumped into the tournament, I farmed some more mats and cranked 90s on the kids at the park, and there I got the 5th trophy, Shaking Master. So this is one of the mechanics-based trophies that is surrounded entirely by motion controls. Not to explain mechanics or anything, but there are 3 battle types with varying levels depending on how far into the story you are and how long that current match has gone on. There are 2 trophies associated with the 3 battle types, so 6 trophies in total. 3 of the 6 is winning a battle type 5 times in a row, and then the other 3 is winning that battle type at level 3 5 times in a row. The latter of which is a very late game trophy set.
That's my skills talking!
Finally, I entered the Aquas tournament. This is where we get our first taste of arena pickups that can be grabbed while you're doing the equivalent of riding a horse in Minecraft without a fucking saddle. You just never know where this Bakugan will end up, and it easily is the most rage-inducing aspect of the game. What the fuck are these controls, man? In the first round of the tournament, I got the 6th trophy smashing... Holy fuck, try to say that 5 times. The 6th trophy smashing shot. This is done by throwing your Bakugan at max power at any of these floating crystals to smash it. Soon within the same round I got trophy number 7. Amazing shot. This is completed by picking up 3 power boosters in a single throw of a Bakugan. This is very easy to do at any point once you've got a semi kind of a grip on the motion controls. Literally a grip on the motion controls because you're holding the controller, yeah. And round 2 of the tourney, I got the 8th trophy, Miracle Shot. This is another throwing based trophy surrounding the pickup of 10 of those power boosters that I mentioned. This one is significantly harder in the early game, but because I'm addicted to butting my head into a dead horse that looks kind of like a wall, I brute forced my way to it in the early game. Of course. Beating round 2 got me enough rank points in total, especially from all the park battles that I've done so far, to make it into the top 500 for the completely fabricated world ranking in the game. This is the 9th trophy so far, Challenger. Round 3 of the Aquas tournament, I got trophy 10, Shooting Master. As explained before, this is the battle type solely relying on button presses and raw reaction time. This is my favorite battle type because I'm fucking cracked out, baby. So doing some more park battles to get my money up and not my funny up, I executed my first sphere attack. This is a throwing mechanic where you can reduce the printed power of your opponent by literally body slamming them. There are 3 total trophies dedicated to sphere attacks. This one is just for doing one. My 11th trophy, Sphere Attack Student, unlocked. Then, not even a few minutes later, I won that sphere attack as a timing battle, and that got me Timing Master for trophy 12. The timing battle early on is exclusively button presses, but later on it adds a tiny bit of motion controls to become an abomination hybrid game mode. Shaking battle is still the worst though. Trophy 13 is for running the pockets of more teenagers when I won the Aquas tournament. Extremely Wealthy is for collecting 50k pesitos through violence, landing Bakugan in the category of organized crime. After watching the cutscene at the end of the Aquas tournament, we get Trophy 14, Intermediate, for putting yourself through this much of the game. After that, I stopped by the store once again to bolster my deck and spend some more bread, and after dropping 50,000 bones, that gave us Trophy 15, Patron. You know who else likes patrons? Me. Dropping $1 a month to my Patreon will make you feel nice and warm inside for helping the needy. But really, if you're willing and able to, it would be nice of you. It's kind of a tip jar right now, but at 10 patrons I can set up ad-free videos and early access to videos as well. But back to this video. The next tournament is a battle in a Subterra arena, which I think is the least fun arena to Bakugan Battle Brawl in. Something about the placement of items and quicksand trying to suck you off at every turn. It's like Grinder out there. I was able to take down the first round with relative ease, and it just so happens that at this point I had won 10 gate cards in a row. This gave me Trophy 16, Battle Professional. Not only that, because I initiated the battle against that Falconeer by using Leonidas' Pyrus ability, this is basically a special throw that allows each of the different attributes to have a funky and silly and goofy little throw attached to them. And if you win a battle using each one of the different attributes as abilities, it gives you a trophy. In this case, the 17th trophy is Pyrus Striker. That's our skill talking.
That's my skills talking.
Trophy 18 happened in the second round of the Subterra tournament, and it's going to be a little bit hard to watch this footage because I got hit with the beer goggles debuff while trying to throw my Bakugan. But basically, I earned Steering Ace by being in a Bakugan throw sequence for at least 10 seconds. And if this screen effect doesn't hypnotize you into subscribing, I don't know what will. And the third round of the Subterra tournament, after totally not quitting out and resetting so I wouldn't face the bitter taste of defeat in a kid's game. Fuck you. Suck my dick. I sent Leonidas into battle to battle against Julie's Goron, and winning that battle, I got trophy number 19, Pyrus Master. Like the other attribute trophies, this one is basically for winning a gate card minigame battles with that attribute 20 times. For the longest time, I thought the attribute just had to be in your deck for it to count towards the trophy, but that's not the case and is significantly not better that way. Please fix. But winning the final round of the Subterra tournament gave me trophy number 20, Contender. This is for reaching the top 100 totally real and not at all fake ranking system in the game. Right after watching a cutscene, we get a surprise grand final against the Phantom of the Opera and his darkest Bakugan Gladiator. Beating him in battle gives us the 21st trophy advanced just for winning. For the next chunk of the game, we're up against Shun and the Ventus tournament. This one goes back to being one-on-one fights. This is the only correct format of Bakugan Battle Brawls, in my humble YouTuber opinion. I walked away from winning round 1 of the Ventus tournament empty-handed in terms of trophies, but towards the end of round 2 I started catching some Ventus wind in my sails with this trophy, the 22nd one on our list. Ultra Shot was another one related to throwing where I had to pick up 3 of these hyper ability cards scattered through the map in a single throw. This one was one of the ones that frustrated me early on, especially trying to do it on the Subterra and the Aquos arenas, yet little did I realize that throwing trophies become significantly easier on later maps when there are more opportunities to roll around the map. In the same throw that I got Ultra Shot in, I also got Stand Your Ground. This 23rd trophy tells us to perform 20 double stands in our playtime. On round 3 of the Ventus tournament, I got the Ventus Stormer. The 24th trophy is related to throwing the Bakugan with their attribute throwing ability, like Pyrus Striker, but as the name says, it was with Ventus this time. Right after 24, we got 25. This is yet another attribute throwing ability, but for Aquos, called Aquos Spiraler. My Aquos Bakugan was spiraling just like my mental health as I keep playing with fucking motion controls.
That's my
Round 4 and 5 of the Ventus tournament had no trophies while battling in the games, but beating Shun in the finals gave us Elite. This is the 26th trophy for hitting top 10 in the game rankings that I swear they must be real if there are trophies tied to it, right? And oh no, look who could have seen it coming, another boss fight after the tournament. This time though, it's the infinitely cooler Masquerade. This is my gender fluid edgy boy with no limits to his swag. All he wants to do is make all Bakugan get sent to the Doom Dimension, like come on. Can we just let him have this one? But however cool he may be, he easily lost to 3 double stands. Watching some more cutscenes gives us the 27th trophy, Bakugan Pro. This is for beating the Ventus circuit in general. And this roughly marks our halfway point in terms of trophy counting, but we're only about a 1/6 of the way through the timing of my actual recorded footage, meaning trophies are getting exponentially fewer and further between from here, so we'll pick up the pace a little bit. The second to last tournament is the Pyrus tournament, and our final opponent is Dan the Man, also known as Bakugan Battle Brawler Dan Kuso. The only trophy I got during the entirety of this tournament is number 28, Chaos Lightbringer. This is another one related to attribute and the throwing ability to win a battle, but beating the whole tournament itself gave us Domination, which is for beating every character in story mode at least once, and we get Bakugan Master for clearing this portion of the game for 29 and 30 trophies respectively. The final tournament circuit in the story mode is a Chaos attributed arena. We have to face every mainline anime character in a row and a 1v1 Rust only, radar on, intervention only. But now it includes their evolved Bakugan like Diablo Praeus, Delta Dragonoid, Blade Tigrera Hammergorm, and Storm Skyrus. In round 2 of the Chaos circuit, I got one of my most sought after trophies I've been trying to get from the very beginning. Great Shot is another throwing one where you have to shatter 3 of those glass containers around the map in one single throw. It's a bit harder to explain the difficulty of it than if you've actually felt the difficulty when you play it. The shit got me thinking I was tweaking off a perk 30 when I missed some of these falls. But learning the routes and getting some advice from a decade-old forum online and having some heated gamer moments, I finally claimed that 31st trophy.
Huh? Come the fuck on. Are you kidding me, bro? What? What the fuck are these fucking controls, man? What the fuck?
The 32nd trophy I got with my 10th Sphere Attack against Shun's Bakugan for Sphere Attack Master, and after a bunch of battles with all the characters and very few trophies earned at all, I took home the Chaos Crest, which crowned me as the #1 Bakugan Battle Brawler in Battle Brawler Bakugan history for trophy number 33, best of the best. The following boss battle post-Chaos tournament was all that was standing between me and the credits of the game, and it surprisingly wasn't as easy to get through as I thought it would be. For a bit of context, Marduk's Bakugan Vladator is now fused with some dark power, and he shoved a nugget of the Doom Dimension into our region of Earth. It transformed the arena from Chaos to Darkest. That means during card battles, Vladator always has typing advantage. That, and because it's the Doom Dimension where Bakugan normally go to die, all of our normal Bakugan become drained.
Powers draining!
But since Leonidas was born here himself, he was able to withstand the effects of the Doom Dimension. Then in desperate measures, the Bakugan Battle Brawlers Bakugan all use the power of friendship to become the Chaos Emeralds and allow Leonidas to evolve into a Mega Leonidas Supersonic.
Ooh, baby, that's what I've been waiting for! With everyone's power, Vladator, I will stop your evil plan now and forever!
The final battle itself has unique rules exclusive to this fight, which is honestly an interesting change. Between both players, there's only one Bakugan, Leonidas versus Vladator. Sometime during my attempts to beat Marduk, I got trophy number 34, Shooting Guru. This one is for winning 5 Tier 3 shooting battles in a row. There are a few more heated gamer moments during a really long play session trying to brute force my way to the credits of the game all in a single day, but the 2 moments that really broke me are when I was in one battle and I literally lost the entire match by a difference of 12 G-power.
Come on. Suck my dick.
And another moment where me shaking the controller like a newborn baby or one of those fish in the plastic baggie, it wasn't adding to the score and I lost a huge lead because it ended up losing that gate card that would have won me the whole thing.
Bro, I'm shaking this bitch like a shake weight. What the fuck?
But I was finally able to take home a huge dub, and Trophy 35, this was called Bakugan King. And then Trophy 36 came right after, called Explorer. This is for unlocking every battlefield for use in the park, since now that I've seen them all during the main storyline. Despite seeing the credits roll, about 21 trophies still remain. They're pretty grindy, but we can do a few of them at the same time all at once. And another few are related to buying everything possible from the store. And of course, I'm a big numbers guy, right? I like when the number gets big and long. That's not the only thing I like being big and long, which is why you should subscribe because I make big and long videos about video games, and you like that, don't you, you slut? I calculated everything I had remaining in the store, which doesn't even include the evolved and unevolved Bakugan you get from battling the main characters in the park. According to my calculations, I had to earn another 350,000 Bakugan dollars. Once I did unlock the other stuff from the main characters, some of these Bakugans were costing up to 30,000 bones, and a single one costed 100 grand. 100 big ones. 100 bands. I think the estimate for my final cash grind ended up being somewhere into the 750,000 to 900,000 range. Luckily, there are tournaments we can run that may take some time to beat, but they can award you between 100,000 and 200,000 racks, depending on the style of tournament you compete in. Right after doing my calculations in the store, I showed up to the park, and that gave me trophy 37. This is called The Whole Gang's Here. That's for listening to every character's post-game park dialogue and having them unlocked for free battles. I got trophy 38, Subterra Smasher, about 30 minutes into grinding. This is winning a gate card after using the Subterra special throw. And then 10 minutes later, I got 39, Darkest Phantom. Same reason as Subterra, but Darkest. Nearly 30 minutes after 39, I got the 40th trophy for hitting my 20th sphere attack on another Bakugan for Sphere Attack Sensei. Just over 30 minutes after 40, I got 41. Shaking Guru. This is for winning 5 Tier 3 shaking battles in a row. And only 10 minutes later though, I was able to get my 5th Tier 3 timing battle for Timing Guru, trophy number 42. 20 minutes later, I got the trophy Staying Power. So a stay in Bakugan is something I was rarely doing throughout the game, but the idea is that if you land all 3 of your Bakugan on the field and none of them are double stands or in a battle with your opponents, you can choose a Bakugan to stay. If that Bakugan remains untouched by the next throwing round, you perform a stay and automatically win the gate card that you're standing on, and you still get time to throw. This requires a ton of setup and requires you to relentlessly bully the CPUs on the correct map, but performing 5 stays across your entire career gives you trophy number 43. 10 minutes after I got that one, I got Aquos Master number 44. This is for winning 20 total gate cards with an Aquos Bakugan. Checking my stats for more trophy progress, I still had 9 more 1v1s to do, 15 more 2v2s, and 16 more battle royales. So I started entering more tournaments to get my money back up so I could buy everything in the store, while also tackling the attribute related trophies as well as the battle type trophies. Nearly 2 tournaments done and over 1 hour later, I got the 45th trophy, Chaos Master. This was for winning 20 total cards with Chaos Bakugan. During the middle of the second post-game tournament, I won my 50th 1v1, getting me Grand Battle Brawler, the 46th trophy in the set. And then after Tournament 3, which was me working towards the Tag Team Battle Trophy, nearly an hour passed since Trophy 46 and I was sitting around 400 racks in my back pocket. Tournament 4 is now long gone and 0 trophy progress was made. But I did notice that even though I bought every Bakugan available to me, some were still locked for purchasing. So that prompted me to go to the park and then tag team some of the characters so I can unlock their Bakugan for purchase and make tag team trophy progress. Fighting every single character in the park again, and 2 hours and 10 minutes since my last trophy, I got trophy number 47, Reliable Battle Brawler. This is for Bakugan Battle Brawling 20 tag team battles and winning. So I went back to the grind to do some more Battle Royale tournaments so I could run up some more bread and buy everything and also make Battle Royale progress since I needed to win 16 of those still. Battle Royales are not only the worst regular type of video game, they're also the worst in the Bakugan game type. It did get pretty frustrating sometimes, but I adapted. After an hour since my previous trophy, winning that Battle Royale tournament for 200k in cold hard moolah gave me just enough to buy out the remaining Bakugan I was missing at the store. This gave me trophy 48. Where will I put them all? I entered one more Battle Royale tournament to try and finish off the gate cards and ability cards next, and the good news is, another 50 minutes went by and I got trophy 49. Darkest Master. This is for winning 20 gate cards with Darkest. Some more good news, I won the tournament and used my second rack of 200,000 teeth to buy every single gate card available. That set me off with a full deck, and that puts me up to 50 trophies, 7 more to go. But here's the bad news. I was like 20k short from buying all of the ability cards, meaning I had to grind even more. But I was grinding anyway for the Battle Royale, so, it wasn't too bad. I set my deck to all Subterra and all Ventus Bakugan back to back, and I started grinding Battle Royales in the park, and on my first one, I got the 20th Subterra card win for 51 trophies. The next battle I changed to all Ventus and started banging them out 1 card at a time. And after a few battles, I was able to use the cash to buy up the last ability cards I needed for Loaded Deck, the 52nd trophy. 5 away from the end of it all. We're getting hyped now, boys. After what felt like only Drago knows how many battles, I finally got the trophy for winning 20 Battle Royales. We're sitting pretty at 53 trophies on deck. After countless and countless hours and countless games as a triple Ventus setup, my last card in a 1v1, I finally got Ventus Master, the 54th trophy and the final trophy in the story mode of Bakugan. The remaining 2 trophies come from playing as every non-player created character, as well as every field available in the arena mode. This shouldn't take more than an hour, let's hope. About 40 minutes later and 8 1v1s later, while I was playing as the anime characters, I played every field for the third to last trophy, Tourist. After 16 total 1v1s with all the characters, ending with Marduk, and with my extremely tired reaction, playing at midnight, I was able to collect the final 2 trophies in the game. This is through their eyes for playing as all the characters in Arena, and also the Platinum Trophy. Bakugan Emperor! If you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment "That's my Bakugo" in the comments to feed the algorithm. After nearly 20 hours of recorded Bakugan footage, I actually hated the game less than how it started. While the motion controls are pretty bad, there's nothing the indomitable human spirit can't adapt to and overcome, no matter how angry it makes us in the moment. If there's anything I learned from this experience is that my skill doesn't just talk, it sings. If you enjoyed this video, this is a humble reminder to subscribe and like the video. If you've got the means, do consider dropping $1 at the Patreon and also check out some of the links in my description. But with that being said, thanks for watching me do motion control on some balls. I'll see you all in the next one.